Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for watching me actually accomplish a good opening. You know, if I could do fake applause, I'd do it, because last few videos I feel like I haven't been coming in right, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, what I'm not sorry for is what we're about to talk about. And okay, so here's the thing, I want to talk about commitment, just in and of itself. I'm really loving this phrase for some reason. I don't know. I must have watched something must have happened, and now I'm using, I believe, what to be a prepositional phrase a lot. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. And that would just be so much more um, awesome for myself, actually, because then it would just make me feel super comfortable. You know, I want to know nothing. Like, I want to take the whole see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil thing to like a whole new kind of a like level, you know? Kind of just like, hey, I'm just trying to do this, you know? So, please watch, you know, tell somebody to watch the channel so they can subscribe. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I mean, it's whatever you're vibing on, I guess, but either thumb that you hit, just know causes a kind of interaction with YouTube. So even if you decide that you don't like what you're seeing and you want to show that, definitely do that by hitting the thumbs down right below this video so that, again, YouTube knows what you don't like, but I can on my end get the engagement so that somebody that doesn't like what you don't like doesn't get recommended what they won't watch. It all works out for everyone. So, yeah, I guess I never really thought about it like that. So, you know, feel free. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. Who cares? Anyways, I hope that you guys are well. I want to talk about commitment, okay? And you guys are seeing it. This is literally, I think, the best takeaway we can all have from this experience that I'm putting myself through is the fact that I'm looking like a skeleton, first and foremost, like the Crypt Keeper from Tales of the Crypt. I'm going through a lot of stuff. You feel me? Like, I mean, I'm really trying to stay committed as it would be to this. Like, this is the struggle in life. And how many people can say they've posted 1,000 videos to their YouTube channel, all when they said they were going to by the time they said they were going to do it? I mean, I don't know. It's the little things in life, you know? And while I don't aspire to be a billionaire, I definitely aspire to be a person that does what they say they're going to do. And I think that's been my biggest problem in life is my inability to stay committed to anything at all. Like, not just a girlfriend, not just an idea that I can be with somebody forever, or the concept of raising a family, or just I have commitment issues. I don't like strings. You feel me? And that's tough. And I don't mean that all of the things, not everything's a string, and I don't want it to be taken like that. I have publicly talked about my mistakes and my problems, and by no shape, way, or form do I mean any of those things as something that I regret. You know, again, I've had some regretful experiences, but none of them are related directly. It's just I have commitment issues, and that's it. Commitment issues to myself, even, right? Like, I feel like all of us do. I mean, I can't speak for everyone else. I don't know. I just know that myself, in particular, I have actively sought to live a life as commitment free as possible. I don't like it, you know? I prefer the freedom of, I suppose, in reality, waking up alone every single morning. You know, I'm not sure what it is that I desire as a person as it concerns what I feel and how I need to address those feelings, but just commitment is a thing, you know, and I feel like it's not just, again, with relationships with other people. It also has specifically a lot to do with the relationship we have with ourselves. And it's important to remain committed. You know, that's I feel like that's what I'm figuring out as I get older is the importance of commitment. You know, I've been committed to a lot of things in my life, and most of those things have nothing to do with intra or interpersonal relationships. And I feel that a lot of that has turned me into a very what some would argue a narcissistic person. I've heard this before. I've heard a lot of names from people, in the past, and I got to do what I can to move forward. I guess that's something a narcissist would say. I don't know. I know that I deeply care about things in my life. That is, so it would be false to say that I'm incapable of commitment. It's just I've committed myself to some larger ideas. Thematically speaking, I've lived my life in kind of a Taylor Swift era tour way. And that era tour way, metaphorically, comparing it to the eras of her growth and development. And yeah, I just dropped a metaphorical Taylor Swift eras tour comparison into that. Hey, we all get happy when we do certain things. I really am getting down on the fact that that just went down. Is this video 3 or 4? I hope this is video 4. Regardless, commitment is a thing, and I feel like it is an intrinsic characteristic, of a trait of our character. I feel like it's that important. So, I mean, I don't know. It always seems like the happiest people are the people that are committed to something. And ironically enough, capitalism in and of itself, in its most evil form, works for that very reason. Because of that very dedicated commitment to a goal. I mean, unfortunately, the goal is to make money and profit over people at all costs, but can you just imagine what we could accomplish if there were other incentives and other ways to have that same kind of passion towards commitment? You feel me? I mean, if we can all be so committed to anything else other than the idea that paper money has any actual value and that the world is a fair place, I think we live at a time when people don't have to be hungry. Very few people have to be sick. People can afford to live. People can afford to be creative. People can afford to explore things that, we quite literally were not able to do when, I guess, in the past, kind of like modern day, people were taken advantage of. Wars were fought across the world to distract people so that nothing gets done. I mean, inevitably, things do have to change, right? And so I feel like the one thing I've been committed to in my life is being outspoken for other people's rights. And I feel like by doing that, I benefit because they're my rights too. But I mean, I guess in my argument, I can't really be a narcissist if I'm not even really looking out for myself at all. It's just I feel like the things that I've been taught and the ways that I have been instructed to convey messages with effective and professional communication training throughout my entire life, like I would be doing a disservice to everybody if I didn't try to do what I was taught and I actually enjoy doing, which, ironically enough, is this. Some of us, you might be good at building stuff, you might be good at singing, you might be good at, this is my thing. I enjoy talking. It's something that I can do. It takes little energy, and I, right now, more now than ever, like, have to fall back on that because I even brought it up earlier. Times are tough. And again, I don't even understand how the world gets by through another day, honestly, sometimes just because of the low paying jobs and the high cost of stuff and the fact that the government makes sure that the most and the majority of all of Americans are fed, despite a good more than half of them not recognizing what exactly a social program is and how important it is to have socialistic kind of parts to the government that incorporate other things like capitalism. So I'm just saying that my commitment and things that I've thought about doing with my life have just never fallen with inter or intra intimate relationships. And again, I mean, it's not my problem my mom didn't hug me, or my dad never told me that he actually cared about me, like a whole lot of empty I love yous, you feel me, but never any actual action, right? And so I mean, which also leads me to believe that action does inevitably speak more than just kind of doing things, or saying that you're going to do things, which ties into commitment, which in and of itself just completes that circle. I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thanks for joining me here in my world, in my room, currently in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Just trying to do what I can to get by, you know. And right now, that's making these videos and doing what I said I'm going to do and remaining committed to actually doing something. And I guess now I got to do it for free, but with your continued support, watching these videos, engaging with them, hitting the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I do appreciate it, all right? So I hope that you guys have a really good night and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.